Hi.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah, unless my battery died. Let's see. Yeah, it's still on.
Okay.
Do you have a price on your movies?
Mountain Man.
Treasures.
No, we just have our stuff already to see, check out.
Have a couple?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You bet. Just lean it up against
Yeah, I
it.
got one of those too.
Waterford Crystal. I think I'll leave it, but
And are you doing this picture too?
No, that's.
Oh, okay. And I'm telling you guys to come back, because like I said, we have the trailer out there that's slowly, we gotta get in here. And stuff, we had such a large donation, it was amazing and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, it got overwhelming last night.
Oh, I can imagine. There's a lot of water.
Yeah. It's out there.
I got the lunch bill. It's dirty. I don't know. This might only be worth about $10, but we'll grab it. Yeah, turtle. Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm doing good.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing real well. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, it's not real hot, so you got that going for you.
Well, that's a good thing. I'm tired of that heat.
Right.
Cooked to death.
Those are cool.
The lamps and stuff my husband's made.
Those are really neat. I wish I had a creative hobby like that.
You just get some super glue and find some stuff and put it all together and make something.
Yeah, but you got to have the vision. Let's see here.
If you were to plant them right now, you water them really good up until the end of September, and then stop watering so they go dormant.
And then they just pop back in the
In
spring.
the spring, the main part of the plant may die off, but they shoot up from the roots. And that's how they reproduce.
Right.
Into new plants, because every 3 years the old plant dies off and you got new plants.
Okay.
In place. So for every one you may get 20 or 30
Wow.
new plants. And then you just water them really good in the spring. They'll take right back off. And water them real good when they're blooming and
Yeah.
fruiting. They do awesome.
Huh.
You can't kill them.
You're trying to challenge me, aren't you?
Hey, my sister can't kill them and she can kill anything.
So these two, so I owe you 10 for this?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have 2 5s. That'll do the trick.
That'll do.
All right.
Give me your 20.
Okay.
There's 2 10s.
Thank you. You're too kind.
That'll help.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. So you sure you don't want any raspberries?
I don't think so, but I appreciate the offer.
I don't know yet how they're back. Looking at her face. Yeah, the one over there, yeah. Looking down the bottom of it.
So do you have your camera going all day?
No, I just go, I have a YouTube channel about going to garage sales and that sort of thing.
Well, you could promote Celebrate Recovery if you want.
Yeah, that's a great, it's a great cause. That's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to swing by again.
Yeah, it saved basically my life and my marriage, and now I do it to help other people.
That's great.
And, you know, providing the free family or free dinners and the free childcare changes a lot for some families.
Sure.
Most of them can't. Most of us, I mean, those days that I can't afford childcare.
Right. No, it's so expensive.
Yeah. So what do you talk about with your garage sales stuff? Just what you find you?
Yeah, then neat stuff that you find, and then I keep some stuff, and then I resell some stuff, and so I teach people kind of how to do that. Like we're reselling stuff for the last handful of years to pay off student loans and medical bills and stuff like that, and
It's a great way to.
so it's one of those things where it's like, you know what, if I can do this.
It's great that you're encouraging other people that it's possible to get back on your feet after you drowned yourself in some stuff.
Yeah, and anybody can do it. It just it takes you just got to work at it.
You have to actually, sacrifice some time and energy so that you have time and energy later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not. It goes against what a lot of people are taught today. Live like you want.
Right.
But they don't prepare for the future. Yeah, I taught they were going to do classes before first. Some of the Celebrate Recovery families.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah, we've been through it.
because
Been through it a couple times.
Yeah. And it gives people hope. They're like, I can live without debt.
Yeah.
I don't have to cry because we can't pay the bills and you can figure it out. Get rid of some of them today.
That's a nice bright color there.
Yeah, I haven't even touched those boxes.
Super
If you see
bright.
anything, go for it.
It's got some holes on it. This one's nice. All right. Well, good luck the rest of the day. I hope it's very busy.
Yeah.
I found a couple things. I managed to find a couple.
Look at these things.
Hi.
I'm supposed
How
to-
you doing today?
I did. I knew there was going to be new stuff, so I had to come again.
He's got his camera. Say hi.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah, unless my battery died. Let's see. Yeah, it's still on.
Okay.
Do you have a price on your movies? How about, I don't know, $5?
How
Does
about
that work?
Yeah.
No, I was talking to him, Matt.
Here.
I was like,
She's
like, yes, that'll work.
We'll do 10. No, you keep that.
Okay.
That's yours.
How about
All right.
10? 10 for those?
Not a whole lot that we found at that little sale, but you know what? That's how it goes. I mean, that's the reality of garage sales. And while I try to bring sales that have a lot of cool stuff to show you, I do also want to show you that sometimes I go out there and just find a couple things and not necessarily 100, 150, $200 items. Sometimes it's $10 sunglass cases and, $20 shoes. We got a pretty good deal on those little shoes. Those did well. I've still got to list that Mexican blanket. But you know what? We found a couple of cool things and supported a good cause. It was a church sale, and they have a recovery program for recovering addicts that supports. So that's why I really tried hard to find a couple of things there, and we found some cool stuff. And so I was happy to find a few things and to support that cause. And I thought this one also interesting to show you. People seem so scared to tell people running estate sales or garage sales or whatever it is what they're doing. Everybody's, I won't tell them that I'm going to It doesn't matter. You're going to find 1 in 100 that gives you some sort of attitude about it. Honestly, it's really, now thrift stores may be a little bit different, but people just running garage sales and that sort of thing, they don't really care. Honestly, they're a little bit more intrigued than anything else. If they wanted to try and get more money, they'd individually put things on Facebook Marketplace at least, right? Garage sales, they just want to get rid of the stuff. And so don't feel nervous. Don't feel bad. Don't be ashamed of telling people that you're a reseller. It's okay. Honestly, they're much more curious about it than anything else. I talked to about 5 people at that sale about, because I've got the chest strap and the camera on, right? Like it's a neon sign of this guy's doing something different. But then we get in the conversation of reselling, and they think it's cool. They think it's interesting. I talked with, I think he was one of the pastors there at that church, and I had a nice conversation with him. And he said, yeah, you know what? Yesterday we sold something that we looked it up later because some guy came in right away and paid us $50 for it. And we looked it up and it sells for like $1,000 online. I should have asked what it was. I don't know what it was, but he didn't feel bad about it. He was like, you know what? We made $50 for our program, and that guy's going to be blessed by making some money, probably selling it online. It's okay. Once again, I'm going to say it. Tell people what you do. More often than not, it's going to open doors. That is the motto. That's not the motto. That's the moral. That's what we want to say. That's the moral of the story. I've got 2 more items that I want to show you. One is a look what I got. One is don't do this. Let's move to the table back here. I'll show you. So we'll start it off with the good. Good news first, right? Went to the thrift store today, just stopped in there for a couple of minutes, and check this thing out. This is really cool. Just got it because I thought it was neat. This is the Challenger. You can see right here, Challenger, NASA Challenger. It's got United States on the side. Really cool. It's got the portraits on there. Of course, there's Krista McAuliffe, the teacher that was aboard the Challenger. And on January 28th, 1986, these 7 brave Americans gave their lives for their country. I remember watching that as a kid in school on TV. I do still remember that day. This is a really cool plaque, and I just felt like, you know what? It's got intrinsic value and it's got monetary value, I think. I think it's special. It's unique. Couldn't find anything anywhere on the interwebs. This is pretty rare. My buddy Brian over at Mr. Buys-A-Lot helped me find some information on this. And after talking with him, he does a lot of this stuff. He recommends this thing getting listed at about $125 of best offer. So I think that's $5 well spent, and somebody is going to snatch this thing up. I think this is super cool and obviously very unique. So that was the find of the day, $5 into $125. That, as I said, the good. Let's check out the bad. Here's the bad. Okay, here's what happened. I don't want to show you the front of it because it's got addresses on it, but I ordered a DVD online on eBay, and it got here on time. They sent it. It is new. It is sealed. I started watching Picard I got through 3 episodes that were free, and they hooked me, but not enough to pay for the service. And so I got on eBay, and I bought season 1, still new and sealed. Great. But they sent it in this. They wrote fragile on it, so that should protect it, right? I mean, literally, that's it. I mean, it was just the polybag. Not surprisingly, you can see down here, it got smashed. This whole corner, it's actually missing some of the plastic now here. So this whole corner of the case is now smashed. The seal is ripped open, which is not necessarily a big deal, just in terms of, this part. But this is not great. If I was somebody that was collecting DVDs, I'd be really, really upset. This, I just wanted it to watch. And so it's not a huge deal in terms of, I'm not going to lose out on any enjoyment of watching this, but it got smashed. And, the annoying thing is I didn't really plan on keeping this so much. I just wanted to watch the season. I was going to then flip this after I watched it. I was going to sell it as, once viewed and get most of my money back for it. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I can. So I did go in and I left a neutral review. I wasn't going to leave negative, but I did leave neutral. And I left neutral because, they screwed up in the delivery. I said, I'm very disappointed that this showed up without any kind of protection and only a poly bag. Now it had something set on it, I assume, and the corner is now smashed and broken. Something to that effect. I don't do it that way. I sell a lot of movies. I sell a lot of games, stuff that's coming in those cases, and they're not particularly durable, right? They're not tough. It's just thin, flimsy plastic. How do I ship DVDs? Well, I wrap them in 2.5. I wrap them in several layers of bubble wrap. 1, 2, maybe 3. The bubble wrap, I get it 700 feet at a time. It doesn't cost me very much. And then that goes into a bubble mailer, which is obviously thicker. It's got bubble padding on the outside, and it is protected. Now, if it's a high dollar DVD, I put that in a box. People spend $25 to $30, up in that range or more. That goes in a box, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. But if you're going to send out DVDs, you don't necessarily have to send them in a box. I've sent out many, many of them the way that I described, and I've never heard an issue from any of my customers. It works fine. Now, if you send out something in a jewel case, like a CD, something like that, or an old PC game, that's not going to be enough because those are pretty brittle. So I wrap it in bubble, and then I wrap a piece of cardboard around it, tape it, again, slide it into a bubble mailer. These people are giving us their money to get the product that they saw in the pictures. And that means we've got to get it to them intact. Don't do that. Just because you wrote fragile on the front or on the back, I guess, in this case, it doesn't mean anything. Take care of your customer. Take care of their product. That's all, I just wanted to pass that along to you. We did move up over 7,000 subscribers here recently, just within the last day or so. So thank you so much for subscribing. Hit that bell underneath. That'll let you know when we put up new stuff. Hit the thumb, comment down below. All of that stuff helps us to grow. And as I said in the previous video, check out this weekend's video. We'll tell you how you can get your hands on the super-sized Enaman back there. We're going to run an auction. All the proceeds, 100% going to charity. I'm not going to tell you. We'll tell you on Saturday. You can find out how you can get them. You can find out where those proceeds are going. Thanks for joining us today, guys. We're going to cut this thing off. See ya.